you to today's news edition. First, let's take a quick look at the headlines. Meghalaya gets 328 crore rupees, including 190 crore rupees for rural and 49 crore rupees for urban local bodies, with over 79 crore rupees for disaster management. Meghalaya NPP starts deliberations for Rajya Sabha seat as one-way Roy Kharluki's term ends in June. Lok Sabha debates President's address. Members discuss government policies, achievements and future plans. And Indian Cricket Board backs ICC after Pakistan's T20 withdrawal against arch rival. To begin our news bulletin, here are our local stories. The Union Budget 2026-27 allocates over 328 crore rupees to Meghalaya under Finance Commission grants. This includes 190 crore for rural local bodies and 49 crore for urban local bodies. Disaster Management receives 63 crore rupees for SDRF and 16.20 crore rupees for SDMF. The state is reviewing the 16 Finance Commission recommendations and fiscal impact. Meghalaya's tax devolution share has moderated due to revised population, income and GDP criteria. National capital expenditure has been raised to 12.2 lakh crores in the budget. Special assistance to states for capital investment stands at 1.85 lakh crore rupees. NPP Rajya Sabha MP one-way Roy Kharluki's term will end on June 21st, triggering internal party deliberations. Party sources say discussions are intensifying over the nominee for Meghalaya's lone upper house seat. Several NPP MLAs from Khasi and Jaintia Hills are pushing for a Khasi leader on regional grounds. Former Home Minister James P.K. Sangma has expressed willingness to serve if chosen by the party. Kharluki has announced he will not seek a second term, citing retirement from active politics. Agatha K. Sangma's name has surfaced, though she has denied any personal ambition. The NPP leadership is yet to take a formal decision, with consultation expected to continue. BJP MLA A.L. Hek has called for strengthening the Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act. He proposed additional provisions to empower Dorbar Shnong for stricter implementation. Hek said village councils should maintain records of outsiders staying in villages, hotels and homestays. He stressed mandatory registration of all outsiders with the Dorbar Shnong from the first day. Outsiders must also inform the nearest police station. He added the MLA urged strict enforcement of MRSSA in border areas. He warned that illegal settlers often enter as laborers or traders, posing security risk.
Home Minister ba Honorable Home Minister Deputy CM ba Tensong lo ba Dewan Menteri kami kani ai ngido kam menteri kam tamai kani ga ai na kwa shu ban at khniat ban ongru baladangi ai boriaki dorbarsno igede barsno ba banum nur bawan ki bon sa haki homestay ki hotel ba ha do no sno nani bon sa wai ada kede bon sa wai si benar sistem asnem lu halu ga nadu sihi bagi wan la de ban dar kan long compulsory registration haga juga poru haga dor basno ban pentibru ya ka nearest police station ka bahap apo jom kata ka jaka ka baki wan kata ka giwan kita ki briu ban so man sa la ni bon manrung shnong shaganu ka shnong ka bahap apo kane ka puat usam juga Meghalaya gitu. Ia kani tadi Menteri Kam habro ka state Meghalaya hi bergoi. nong EP ba kum si ki border area lele ki brio ki ba kwa ki ba dan ni jing thumu ko bas new la ka dong kom perkhat e jum ki labanwan na gadur kum ki nong tre kum ki nong bala la ne kum ki industrialist la ne kum gunu businessman ti ki rung si ki border ke jungi ki pagala long ka tem de ka pelong la klaban pagala long ban ki jing ma ti ki dim ka daw ngi de ban om tang bagan long tang hasor ani ta shalom ni ban long le ha khamtam le si ki nong dong khamtam le ki ba de ki modesty.
Fish samples from Meghalaya have tested safe for heavy metals, officials said on Monday. About 45 samples from across districts were analysed at accredited laboratories in Kolkata. All samples met Food Safety and Standards Authority of India norms. Authorities said routine tests have also not detected formalin in fish. The Food Safety Department conducts regular checks, including mobile market testing. Egg samples from all districts were also found within prescribed standards.
About 45 samples we had sent to lab to IFRAC Calcutta, and then the reports came out that it's conforming. All the samples are conforming to the standard. All samples conform to the standards, which means that all fish samples, the fresh fish samples, and we have included some rohu as well. All of them are conforming to the standard, which means that it does not contain any, any heavy metals. Yes, in the whole state of Meghalaya. Yes, we have done in the whole state. Yes, from all the districts, and then we have done it as per prescribed by the rules, by the standards, rules and regulation as per FSSAI. When it comes to testing, I can say for certain that in the state of Meghalaya we've been testing from time to time. If we don't collect samples to be sent to lab, but then we have the food safety on wheel vehicle, which our officers uh, visited markets and to visit the wholesalers, retailers, and those suppliers, and they did take samples from them and got them tested, on the spot.
Two FKJGP members, S. Mirthong and Gary Thankyou, was summoned to Sadar police station on Monday. The summons relates to an alleged assault on a non-local teacher at a private coaching institute. The incident traces back to an August 2025 complaint by a Khasi girl accusing the teacher of molestation. FKJGP said its members had approached the teacher to discuss the complaint. Police now allege the members assaulted the teacher during that interaction. The summoned members were accompanied by FKJGP supporters protesting outside their presence. The case has heightened local tensions over community and outsider issues.
Langkrak PS berkunjung mulai PS di tang kemenin pat kelak pentip no ba kelak khot lang ya bro arngut chan ni sport sata PS lega kes kebedai hadian mulai yo keli na IUC modon mentah sata PS yang ba kes kedai ba nadu benai Ogos ha ba ka way no kai hati hapo times kebedai ka coaching center kebaju I coaching kebedai di MBA kini banking umta tertar di ulah jorong keti iwe kena kentai kaba kita kena kentai la report su kaba ba la don di number phone jogi khot jong Shillong City jongi te la ai tai kun la phone ya khot jong Shillong City FKGP Shillong City bat la ong ru ye ba kin sai lek la sai ka skin re itai kentai yong tor up nula jorong keti bang so sil ye te kin sai lek haba tai kan thai pat la up yang kata simbol you re hadin kumbas hadin sitayau ula jorong tino sa iway pat kan thai ta ba let coaching hang tai nakaliang kita ni tai kan thai la report nakaliang ngai la ilet hang tai ba la let ban kendu ru yo director jong ketika coaching center bat nakaliang director ru aba kini ki kena jongi la report yo ba kadon kata case molestation Di bat nakaliang kasnong ruk mi sakamat kiseng samlaru kiseng longkmir lawan bat nakaliang direkta ulah sim kasinjam kaba banta minit no itu nom kai. Ti kaba perlingo pat ini hakane kasngi ba kai kata nakaliang ke police department pat kakot ya ki kena jongi banwan sha standard PS mentabang na banta investigation. Ndre kene peni pat ba kan ni ka jikot jo ka police department ni kena jongi ki belet ban yarap ya kini kentai ki basak le kum kini jat kam kimut ban penting ban pensmiet ya ki kena seng ki jongi ki badon ni kemen sim ka ba bin syakri na banta ka hok na banta ka ri project beriu.
Coming up are stories from the Northeast. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma inaugurated 67 secondary schools in Kamrup Metro District under the PM Divine scheme. He also laid the foundation for 61 new secondary schools under RIDF. The events aim to enhance educational infrastructure across the district. The initiative focused on improving access to quality secondary education. Chief Minister Sarma highlighted the government's commitment to youth development and education. The projects are expected to benefit students in both urban and rural areas. Local communities welcome the developments as a boost to educational opportunities.
असम में 1300 हाई स्कूल या हायर सेकेंडरी स्कूल के लिए नया भवन निर्माण के लिए हमने एक संकल्प लिए थे। हर भवन में हम 4 करोड़ से 9 करोड़ रुपया तक खर्चा कर रहा हूँ। आज इस सिलसिला में नया 61 विद्यालय का भवन का उद्बोधन हुए और 67 स्कूल का नया भवन बनाने का भूमि पूजन हुए। मैं सबको धन्यवाद देता हूं।
The Adi Bori community in Arunachal Pradesh celebrates the Dongjin festival as spring arrives. The festival marks the new year, the harvest and fresh beginnings. It symbolizes agricultural prosperity, community unity and harmony with nature. Held every February, Dongjin festival features vibrant cultural performances. Traditional rituals and dances are central to the celebrations. The event strengthens cultural bonds within the community. It also showcases Arunachal Pradesh's rich heritage and festive spirit. Moving on to national stories. Union Minister Sarbanand Sonowal moved the motion of thanks on the President's address in the Lok Sabha. The motion initiates detailed discussion on the government's agenda outlined by the President. Members debate key policy priorities, achievements and future plans during the session. The motion of thanks is a parliamentary tradition following the President's address at the start of the session. It allows both ruling and opposition members to express views on governance and legislation. The discussion helps set the tone for upcoming legislative business in Parliament. Decisions on amendments or responses to the motion are taken after thorough debate.
Address of the Honourable President of India to the joint session of Parliament has been a remarkable one. It is the first in the new quarter of the 21st century, setting the stage for the next 25 years of our nation journey. A crucial quarter century when an aspirational nation surges ahead towards development, a Viksit Bharat. It is noteworthy to mention certain important facts regarding the recent President's speech. It was delivered by the first ever President of India belonging to the Adivasi community. It was delivered by the second ever Mahila President of our nation. Most importantly, it was delivered by the youngest Indian to become the president of a nation with the largest youth population in the world. These are not a string of happy coincidences. These are the manifestation of a great nation on the move towards regaining its past glory, our ancient virasat.
Union Minister Kiren Rijiju expressed strong disappointment with opposition leader Rahul Gandhi. He said Gandhi defied the Speaker's ruling during a parliamentary proceeding. Rijiju added that such behaviour has never happened before. The minister claimed that by defying the chair, Gandhi demeaned his own position. The incident has sparked criticism from ruling party leaders. Parliamentary decorum and adherence to the Speaker's authority are being highlighted. The issue may fuel further debate on conduct and discipline in the House.
राहुल गांधी जी रूल नहीं मानते हुए जिस किताब का पब्लिकेशन उसका ऑथेंटिसिटी का बारे में कुछ वहां क्लियर नहीं बताते हुए कोट करने शुरू किया। स्पीकर ने रूलिंग दिया, रूल 349 के तहत कोई भी मैगजीन, किताब या कोई भी पब्लिकेशन का जब तक आप ऑथेंटिक नहीं करते हैं या उस चर्चा से संबंधित नहीं है, चर्चा नहीं कर सकते। रूलिंग दे दिया। अब जब चेयर से रूलिंग देता है तो वो फाइनल होता है और चेयर को हम चैलेंज नहीं कर सकते हैं। लोकसभा स्पीकर के रूलिंग के बाद राहुल गांधी जी बार बार सेम गलती दोहराया जा रहा है। स्पीकर साहब ने फिर से उनको कहा कि व्यवस्था बना दिया गया है, रूलिंग हो चुका है, अब आगे बढ़िए। राष्ट्रपति का अभिभाषण पे आप चर्चा कीजिए, बोल नहीं रहा है। पूरा आधा घंटा राहुल गांधी जी ने समय बर्बाद करके नियम का उल्लंघन करते हुए बार बार एक ही चीज बोलते रहा। वो चाइना बॉर्डर को लेकर के बात करने लगा है। मैं कहता हूं उस समय चाहे अक्षय चीन हो, लद्दाख का सीमा हो और अरुणाचल प्रदेश में भी जो हिस्सा 1959 और 1962 में चीन ने जो कब्जा किया, आप कांग्रेस पार्टी आज वापस लेके दे सकता है। 1959 में कई जगह अरुणाचल प्रदेश में भी जो नेफा था और लद्दाख में भी चीन के कब्जे में गए हैं।
Tensions in West Bengal escalated over the synchronized voter list revision process. TMC announced it will meet the Election Commission to raise concerns. BJP staged protests at 23 district magistrate offices across the state. The party accused officials of deliberately disrupting voter lists. The row has heightened political friction ahead of upcoming elections. Both parties are demanding transparency and accountability in the revision process. Election authorities are monitoring the situation amid rising protests. Coming up are stories around the globe. A Dhaka special court sentenced former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to 10 years imprisonment in 2 corruption cases. Her niece, British MP Tulip Siddique, was sentenced to 4 years imprisonment. The cases relate to irregularities in the Purbachal New Town plot allocation project. The court imposed fines of 2 lakh each on Hasina and Tulip. Azmina and Bobby were fined 1 lakh each, with additional jail terms if fines are unpaid. The exiled Tibetan community in Dharamsala celebrated on Monday after the Dalai Lama won the Grammy. He was awarded for the spoken word album Meditations, the reflection of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The 68 Grammy Awards were held in Los Angeles on February 1st and hosted by Trevor Noah. The album features collaborations with Sarat maestro Amjad Ali Khan and his sons. The Dalai Lama has lived in exile in India since 1959 following a failed uprising in Tibet. He advocates a non-violent middle way and won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1989. China considers him a separatist and insists his reincarnation must follow Chinese law.
This is historic. It's a matter of great joy and great joy not only for the Tibetan people but for the whole humanity, because I think His Holiness' message of love, compassion, empathy, and taking responsibilities of one another, I think the need is the urgently need of the hour.
Dmitry Medvedev, Deputy Chairman of Russia's Security Council, called NATO troop deployment in Ukraine unacceptable. He questioned what guarantees could exist if foreign NATO contingents were stationed on Ukrainian territory. Medvedev reaffirmed that Russia's terms for ending the conflict remain unchanged from 2024. He described the territorial issue as of the most complex character. The comments were made in an interview with Reuters, TASS and War Gonzo at his residence outside Moscow. Russia continues to oppose Western security guarantees linked to NATO involvement. The stance underscores ongoing tensions over potential peace deals and foreign troop deployments. And finally, the sports news. BCCI Vice President Rajiv Shukla on February 2nd said the board supports the ICC's statement on sportsmanship. Pakistan has withdrawn from its February 15 T20 World Cup match against India in Colombo. If they boycott, Pakistan would forfeit 2 points. ICC rules state there is no clarity on a potential India-Pakistan knockout clash. Bilateral cricket between the neighbours remains suspended following last year's military tensions. The ICC arranged neutral venues to allow matches despite political strain. The boycott is a blow to the tournament as India-Pakistan games are major draws.
ICC का स्टेटमेंट आया है जिसमें उन्होंने खेल भावना को लेकर कहा है, तो हम पूरी तरह आईसीसी से सहमत हैं, और लेकिन हम बीसीसीआई इस पर भी कोई टिप्पणी नहीं करेगी जब तक आईसीसी से हमारी बातचीत ना हो जाए.
The weather report. First, let's take a quick look at the weather report in Tura. The minimum temperature was 14 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature was 25 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity was 51%. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature was 8 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature was 20 degrees Celsius and relative humidity was 35%. Meanwhile, in Juwai, minimum temperature was 8 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature was 20 degrees Celsius and relative humidity was 33%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Juwai says clear weather most likely to occur. Before we wrap up, here are the headlines once again. Meghalaya gets 328 crore rupees, including 190 crore rupees for rural and 49 crore rupees for urban local bodies, with over 79 crore rupees for disaster management. Meghalaya NPP starts deliberations for Rajya Sabha seat as one-way Roy Kharlukhi's term ends in June. Lok Sabha debates, president's address, members discuss government policies, achievements and future plans. An Indian cricket board backs ICC after Pakistan T20 withdrawal against ARC rival. Well, viewers, that is all we have for you from our newsroom this evening. We will be back tomorrow at the same time with new updates. Till then, have a good night.